Hello Pokemon Go trainers, it's the Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video. Today we got the final battles of the season. Can I get a last day push for Legend? Did not start at 29-25, but did get to 29-25 the day before. And unfortunately, insane catch by my opponent. Catching Fusion Bolt into Groudon, fair play. An absolute core breaker to my whole team. I mean, Primita does have a nice play. Much kind of worse play than Primal Groudon, but kind of. We are going to shield the Precipice Blades. That would do way too much damage. Close combat from the Zacian. Man, I should have stayed in. It is what it is. I thought they beat him with Blade, but I would have gotten KO'd. It is what it is. We have Zekrom. So this team gained over 100 elo in a day. Phenomenal. Such a fun team. But yeah, Groudon, Core Breaker. I mean, every team has things it doesn't want to see. Unfortunately for my opponent, their Palkia has to take a Disarming Voice. I was not quick enough to swap into Viperia before they threw the first move, but actually able to win because they threw Aqua Tail into my Primita. That would have been such a throw. Had have lost. It is what it is. I'll take the win. We see a White Cube safe swap after Dustmane and Cosmo lead. Dustmane, it can run Outrage, but it doesn't get to it before Zekrom gets to Fusion Bolt. Now this team, it does still look nice next season. I think it should still be a good team. But also interlude season, so no rank 21 plus. Man, this Dustmane barely hung on from the Mudslap, only able to launch Dark Pulse, which is what it is. I have no shields, which is terrifying, but also the power of Viperia. We got Rock Breaker to get my opponent's last shield, but no, they don't have the Palkia I was hoping for. Oh boy, this is how it goes. Kaboom! I get nuked. Can I send my Mudslap down? I think I'm in range of Fusion Bolt, but they are able to just reach Outrage. Better be safe than sorry. Would have been amazing if I did Mudslap them down for the win after Fusion Bolt not being enough. Zekrom, Zacian lead. I like it. I don't mind it at all. Definitely some battles where maybe I should have just swapped into Viperia, but also Palkia is so common with Zacian. It could be KO-ish. Could be just inevitable KO. Outrage is going to be respected by the cheat code Zygarde. Very high IV. Better IV than mine. Hundo maybe? Maybe I think the best buddy boosted Hundo is 4258. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to CMP tie. They do hang on because they didn't take an extra, I was slightly slow bringing in Primita. We were able to snipe the Zacian with the Mudslap. They do still have Zygarde. Gotta be careful. 45 seconds Switch Cock is very powerful. It's worth shielding. We don't get taken out by the Aqua Tail into our Primita. Ooh, CMP tie, that is annoying. I'm still in a good spot, though. Oh, they're going to catch Superpower into Zygarde. Fair play. Going to get some more damage. Going to get a beautiful catch of their Aqua Tail into Zekrom. They do undercharge. Fair play. Not going to reach Superpower. Actually, oh no, this could be toast. Aqua Tail does take the KO. Can I farm down? Can I survive the Aqua Tail? No. I do survive the Aqua Tail, but not the Dragon Breaths. Fair play. Oh, Raikou lead. I had a bad lead the day before in one of the videos earlier. Got schooled by it into my Zacian lead, which, I mean, Raikou has a nice matchup. It barely hung on to reach a third move. But now I have revenge. Questionable bringing in Primita for the Black Hero, but I was able to choose Shield, farm down. My opponent does still have 2 shields of their own, but I have a lot of energy. I do have a very powerful check to Raikou in Shadow Hyperion. Now, Orsia may do a ton of damage. Oh boy, let's go. Stone Ajana for the KO. Strong, but not super effective into the electric type. And they were not going to be at the energy in time for a Draco Meteor to duke me. And the Raikou concedes. They know it's over. They know I have energy. See Dialga lead. I'm going to safe swap Shadow Hyperion. It could be a like double Origin Dragon team, but I hope not. They bring Premium, which is actually phenomenal. I'm like, I would love to have energy lead on Zekrom to then Fusion Bolt, like land in one shot. Premium, but this is pretty good. Got some big mud-slap damage into my opponent's Dialga. I don't think my opponent's shields, they are in range, good. Actually do bring in the Zekrom. They do bring in the Dialga to return. Unfortunately for them, I reach Fusion Bolt. And it is enough for the KO. They have their own Rhyperior. Okay, this is a little tricky. Thankfully, I am able to reach Outrage before a mud-slap down. We get big damage. They were hoping for the bait. And they may have gotten some decent energy, but not enough to KO the Primarina and Rhyperior. Either of them, actually. Now, definitely let me know what Pokemon you want to see try out in the new season. Definitely excited. Shadow Tyranitar with Dragon Breath probably going to be the first thing I showcase. And I think we have Go Battle Weekend, like, immediately, which is so exciting if we do. I think I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be very quick to get to rank 20. Get the easy Pikachu Libre. Won't be shiny eligible, but Pikachu Libre. I do remember getting my first one from before I ever hit Legend. Fun times. 3 months, maybe too long. A month-long interlude season, like once a year, I think would be pretty decent. But hopefully the game doesn't need another interlude season for like a couple years after this 3 months. We'll see. But right now we have Primarina Mirror Match. They disarm me voice. I'm not going to get the farm down. Oh, my opponent didn't make a mistake. They let me get a farm down of Primarina. Do I have play? Can I get that shield with Fusion Bolt? Get to another move for the KO. Oh, I was just shy. Just shy of that outrage. I needed that outrage for the KO. Oh my gosh, the heartbreak. So close. They could have they could have ended the battle quicker by not letting by charming with the Premium, but so close, so evil. Maybe they did lag. If it happened, so be it, but right now we survive close combat. We see a Dialga, and fortunately for Dialga, it's Dragon Breath pacing to Iron It allows Dialga to avoid the shield farm down. Yeah, last season, Shadow Hyperion being able to single shield farm down was Dialga absolutely insane. That was absolutely insane. We got to throw the move instantly. I slow poke for the switch. I definitely wanted to catch a move into my Zekrom. And that would have been amazing. I would have been in such a good spot. But now we have Primarina against Lunala. And Lunala is going to be even better this season with the Shadow Ball buff. Shadow Ball kabooms a Primarina, unfortunately. And definitely a skill issue on my part for the battles. The last day I wasn't as locked in as the day before. And there were definitely some battles I did throw away in the second to last day of the season. Just how it goes. One day I'll be locked in enough, good enough player to get back-to-back Legend seasons. Maybe next season I'll get expert in something outside of Master League. Great and Ultra, definitely going to be doing a lot of Master Leagues for the upcoming season, but I think I do want to practice a bit more than I usually would in Great League. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Zacian was able to get one last move out, which is annoying, but with this energy on Purina, kaboom! Goodbye, Shadow Hyperior, and Palkia had nowhere to go. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful. That's what I love to see. We got a Zekrom v Palkia lead. I like playing it out, going straight for Fusion Bolt. There have been some players that have rightly predicted me going Fusion Bolt straight away, because Spatial End is only one Dragon Breath more than Fusion Bolt. But in the new season, it's going to be 14. So I was hoping for at least 15 Dragon Breaths for Spatial End. I think it will make some difference. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Palkia and Zacian is still going to be insane. But there's some counters. Metagross definitely looks a lot better in the meta. The quick energy to Meteor Mash. We do shield the Rhyperior to launch a Rock Wrecker for the KO. We do get a second Rock Wrecker out. And we are going to bring in our own Purina. And I'm going to go straight for it. This Disarming Voice, get big damage. Let's see. They're going to go for their own Disarming Voice, and they're going to concede. They know it's over. Yeah, it's just over. They didn't have the energy they needed to win. Another Zekrom Palkia lead. I mean, Zacian and Palkia leads. Either of them are both the most common things against this team. Fine matchup to have. Unfortunately for me, I shielded Aqua Tail, but fortunately for me, they failed to reach Spatial End after. Let's go. It definitely should have been able to, but I'm not entirely sure if I could get a tiny bit extra Dragon Breath damage with Best Buddy Boost on Zekrom up against Palkia. Maybe not. They have the double crown team. Purina being able to survive Behemoth Bash is so nice. Being able to put pressure into Zamazenta is so handy. We do commit our last shield to Rhyperior, and no, Zacian 1 HP in a dream. I really needed to WhatsApp down. I'm so toast now. Zamazenta gets the last laugh. Like, I mean, as long as the crowns have been in the game, Palkia double crown is a good team. More so now because like Hoa is so much more scared of all the dragons in the meta, but yeah, just not been able to click for me. I'm gonna definitely show most of the battles, especially this season I've played, but I mean, if I play with the team for a couple battles, I am probably not going to be showing the team because that is not long enough. Maybe I'll do some more hodgepodge, trying out some stuff. That could be fun. Give it a variety. We'll see. Let me know what you want to see me try out, though. Maybe I should get into deep analysis for looking at PvPoke, some of the videos. Stay tuned. Definitely excited to give a lot of fun teams. Definitely going to try out a lot of Shadow Pokemon, as there's no Elo to gain. And we were able to get to back-to-back moves with Shadow Hyperior, 1 HP in a dream, absolute clutch. That was amazing. So huge. Felt like such an exciting win to get. Getting the Zamazenta out of here. One of my favorite moments of the battles in this video. Gonna get a nice mud slap down of Dialga. In comes Palkia. Unfortunately, they win CMP tie and they have Aqua Tail. I think it is worth saving a shield for Purina. I mean, I probably could potentially smarter thing. They do let me reach a superpower, which is very handy, and I'll take another shield. Best case scenario after me shielding, using the first shield. on like using my last shield for Rhyperior. And unfortunately for them, they have another dragon. The dragon does actually have an electric type charge attack, but it's about to go down. They do have some energy on the Palkia. Are they going to clean up the Purina? They actually are with back-to-back Aqua Tails. Actually, not back-to-back, but they threw a Dragon Breath before the second. But thankfully for me, Energy Dry Palkia gets farmed down by Zekrom. And back to the end of the last matchup, Zekrom v Palkia. Thankfully, no catch. I'm not sure if I included any of the great catches of my opponents in this. I mean, there's definitely there should be catches from my opponents in battles of this video, but not sure if I included a like Palkia swap catch. Oh, Fire Blast! Wow, fair play. Fair play, Fire Blast, Space Run. Cool. That is annoying to take. We're going to have some energy banked on Purina. Oh, we see our arch nemesis, the core breaker, to the team. Groudon. They do use the last shield. This is a time where I'd really like to have Breaking Swipe. Is that a Precipice Blades? Was I counting correctly? I think I was counting correctly, and they just doubled down on the bait. They're not going to take the KO with... I unfortunately couldn't take the KO with that superpower. And they were ready to throw a move into my Purina to get rid of my energy. They got me. They outplayed me. Is what it is. Not getting that Hydro Cannon to land was such a tough loss. Well, it was the moment. But right now we have another Palkia using their shield, expecting the damage Fusion Bolt can do. They go for another Spatial Run, Copycat. I mean, Master League, you're gonna only see so many Pokemon, especially at the Elo. Oh, Earthquake, Ho-Oh into Shadow Hyperior. No, I get kaboomed. I do then kaboom them. Unfortunately, they do still have a shielded Zacian. Ugh. And Purina, well, it has a shield advantage and doesn't have the worst matchup into Zacian. Metaclaw is still adding up so quickly. Oh no, I could have CMP tied. I could have thrown a Hydro Cannon into double debuff Zacian. Oh, what a throw. They Spatial Rend. Can I somehow launch both Hydro Cannons? They had no one to lag. Oh, I should have CMP tied. I was expecting a catch. I think they actually were not at the Switch Clock Up yet. Also, they doubled down on the back-to-back moves. Mistake was made. It is what it is. Live and learn. Wasn't good enough of a player to reach Legend on the last day. Just how it goes. I did pretty good in the season, though. Unfortunately, couldn't reach leaderboards or even Legend, but let me know how you did. How your season went. Did you hit Ace, Veteran, Expert? I mean, did you hit Legend or leaderboards? I mean, we all start somewhere with Go Battle League. Definitely, I mean, it's taken a lot of time for me to get this good. And there's still room for improvement, especially in Great and Ultra. Like, Palkia able to survive long enough to get one last Aqua Tail out is A-okay for me. We got back-to-back Hydro Cannons. They let that one go, so we say goodbye to Zacian. And they have Shadow Claw Black here. I mean, Shadow Claw, you get to Free Shock one turn quicker than Dragon Tail. It is a very good move, especially in the Lunala meta. So many Lunalas. We have to try it out. You're definitely going to have to try it out next season. Especially with the buff to Lunala, Metagross, Mewtwo being better. But Fusion Bolt gets some nice damage going. Close combat and dip. I mean, it's a very good strategy when you can deal a lot of damage at the cost of debuffing yourself than swapping to get rid of the debuff. Yeah, smart. Good strategy. Good play. The Disarming Voice says goodbye to Palkia. Like, I have a shield advantage. I didn't want to like not let the energy go to waste. I mean, I have a shield advantage. Shadow IQ, shield advantage wins against most things. Unless you see Kyogre, which gotta watch out for Kyogre's next season. Definitely excited. Kyogre's gonna have some more play. Shadow Kyogre, Avalanche, whoo, that's gonna be fun. And maybe like the second Pokemon I try out. I don't think I'd want to pair that with Tyranitar. Possibly, actually, maybe. Could be okay. Yeah, it could actually be a decent thing. This battle, I safe swap Shadow up here. Surprise, surprise, Palkia. I do get a shield advantage. How handy is it? Maybe. Somewhat. Is a mistake, maybe. I mean, Zekrom is an amazing closer. 1 HP in a dream for the Palkia to get one last Aqua Tail out, which is actually pretty significant chip damage. We're going to bring back Zekrom. We are met with Groudon, our nemesis for the team. But we are played. We respect the full send immediately. We go for the full send ourselves. Do they use their last shield? They unfortunately do. Was I counting correctly? Am I expecting a bait? We know shield our bait. Get wrecked, Groudon. We know shielded fire punch after you press this blade, so go down. We still have a shield, so we can get the win. Fusion Bolt's gonna land. We have the combo of the Hydro Cannon loaded. It's not enough for the KO, but we can charm down, farm down after we shield up. Even letting Pre-Mini go, we could have Dragon it down, I'm pretty sure. Is we didn't go too low, I don't think. But it wasn't worth the risk. If I did somehow make a misjudgment. Fusion Bolt, big chip damage. I mean, ideally, you're going to be CMP tying the Zacians. As they throw close combat, you're going to have a Fusion Bolt thrown, but I'd rather just play it safe, get some damage going. And I may not have seen it, but I was still scared of Flavor Zacians. I've seen enough this season. I've seen enough. And this Zacian YQM team, very common third Pokemon is the second dragon in Origin Palkia. And I do respect the damage that Iceburn can do. Thankfully, no defense drop. Thankfully, no defense drop from the Iceburn. Because we need all of the premium we can get to clean up this Palkia. I probably should have gone for the bait of Hydro Cannon. But like how they try to call it bait, I would have been in a terrible spot. With the defense drop, I would have lost. Definitely would have lost the defense drop, but I'll take the win. I did lose against that team earlier in the day, but one of the battles I didn't show. I do show most battles, but sometimes just can't be bothered. Truthfully speaking, of commentating over all the battles. It's been a fun but long season with missing out on Legend. But I mean, Pokemon Go is just a game, and I do have a lot of fun, and I do take it more seriously than others, but live and learn. I can do better. Game can be better. We know shield the Fusion Flare from the Cure. We have a superpower locked and loaded. We say goodbye. Oh, in comes Ho-Oh. We're actually going to bring in Zekrom. They have the return of Necrozma. That's not enough for the KO. Can we farm down Necrozma? No, 1 HP in a dream. Oh, so clutch. So close. We're able to Mud Slap the Necrozma. Get one more Mud Slap in before we're at Rock Wrecker. 2 one-hit kaboom! The perfect Ho-Oh. That is so satisfying. I've definitely not used Ho-Oh this season as much as last season, even with Rock, like Viperia being the worst, but the dragons, just so many dragons, and Poke way too broken. I mean, actually, no, I use, yeah, I haven't used regular Ho-Oh much, but Shadow Ho-Oh, that pre-made team, a lot of fun. But right now we have Premier as expected with the farm down. Yeah, I mean, Master League can definitely get boring. Definitely excited to try out some other stuff outside of Premier, my period, but it's fun. And my opponent knew. So they saw the writing on the wall that Ho-Oh had no way to go. Zygarde lead, best buddy boosted, perfect Zygarde. Very, very powerful. Dang nabbit, they get my shield with the crunch? No, not a double nuke Zygarde. Probably do have Earthquake still. 2 double shield? Yes, I do. The energy I have is very good into most things. Shadow Hyperion comes in. Gonna go for the bait. Truly, yeah, they have 2 shields. They're gonna use a shield, at least. We're gonna full send the outrage and kaboom! And they fail to avoid the Mozart farm down. Let's go. They get sniped by my Shadow Hyperion. And we are going to catch their Earthquake. I respect the Earthquake around here. And they're not in range of Hydro Cannon. I forced them to use the energy, and unfortunately for them, they can't get to another Earthquake after one Incinerate. So goodbye, Ho-Oh. I get the last laugh. I may have used my 2 shields immediately, but huge play by me. Huge catch. Felt so nice. And then the next battle, fair play to their Shadow Hyperion catching Fusion Bolt. I mean, that's like a must-have of damage from Fusion Bolt. They superpower, and thankfully they don't reach the second one. They do have a move on Poke, though. So they're going to get my last shield. So they have Palkia, Hyperion. Do they have their own premium? Very possible. And they're going to throw Aquatail before I get to Superpower, which is actually totally fine. Going to bring in Zekrom. Before that Disarming Voice, I will get to Fusion Bolt. But they actually go for the cheaper Hydro Cannon. And I think that was 2 Dragon Breaths thrown before my Fusion Bolt. Trying to just get as much damage as I can get. Still have a very healthy Premier. We do reach the Disarming Voice as they reach a move. They have their own Disarming Voice. I could actually be in trouble. Is this a loss? Yeah, they are going to KO with Octo. Fair play. They got the last laugh. Fusion Bolt catch to ground type. Just way too crucial. Way too much for me to overcome sometimes. 29-14 Elo. Pretty decent. That's the amount of battles I did for the season. I mean, I had a good season. And I remember the star piece. So much Stardust for reaching expert. Fun times, but stay tuned for more daily Go Battle League videos. Definitely excited to continue the grind. No legend push, but it'll be fun. Definitely gonna try out a lot of Shadow Pokemon. Definitely. We'll see how much Stardust I spend, but definitely gonna be showcasing a lot of fun stuff. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.